Hi guys. So is it very anticlimactic that it like counted down and I wasn't there? Just wondering. I should have given myself a buffer because you know me, I'm always 2 minutes late. Um. Oh. Anyway, how's it going? Are y'all ready to write? You ready to bust this bee up tonight? Just wondering. There are some people here. Uh, Let me see. We're having trouble. Hold on. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Uh, it ended or deleted Facebook. What does this even mean? Um, are we live on Facebook? Let me check real quick. Hold on 1 second. Uh, let's see. If you're on Facebook and you see this, let me know because it's telling me some weird stuff. Okay. Let's see. Facebook people, if you can see me, let me know. If you don't know, this stream is in Facebook too, but I've never scheduled a stream before, and I scheduled it between YouTube and on Facebook, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's Facebook. Yeah, it's not there. Okay, so what the heck, Facebook? Why you gotta suck? My app is not working correctly. Is Facebook having like a weird thing right now? Anybody know? Hey guys, I'm so excited. My YouTube peeps are here. Did my live stream get deleted in my group? No, it says it'll start soon. Okay, so, man, so what do you do? What do you do when StreamYard just screws it up completely? I wonder if I can remove, hold on, we're just gonna, a post was created on Facebook. If I do this, will I be able to add it again? Let's see. I'm scared, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna remove Facebook. Oh god. We're removing it. Facebook has currently above that delete StreamYard from deleting your Facebook streams. Okay, so let's not delete you on Facebook. Okay, so let's try to connect this thing again. There's people there. I see them. They're like in the chat and they're talking and they're like, what's going on? It's not working. Facebook. Hi, how are ya? There was a glitch. Let me know if you can see me. It'll probably be in another post. It probably will not be in the actual post that it was in earlier. So yay. Let me read some of these comments. I don't know what's going on with this. So let's try to remove it and read that. I'm sorry. A few technical oh my god, technical difficulties. Sometimes words are hard. Just bear with me for a few moments so I can see what's going on with this. You know what? Let me delete the post, and I was so scared to delete it. There's 13 comments. YouTube is up. I don't know why it's not working. Thanks, Chelsea. I see you, but it's because I'm on Facebook and I see it. But I'm going to try to delete it in Facebook, and then we're going to get this going. So what I learned here is maybe don't schedule on Facebook. Okay, so let's remove again. Sorry. Let's re-add it. I do not know. Wait, I'm getting messages. Facebook, can you see me now? Oh, there's probably issues with Facebook. I just saw your video. I'm sorry, I'm not completely awake. I fell asleep for about 45 minutes, and that's what's wrong with me right now. I'm not drunk or on drugs or anything. I am just not fully awake. Okay, so Facebook apparently is having an issue, and they believe it's on Facebook's end. So, oh well, we're just gonna roll with it on YouTube and tell everybody in the Facebook that there is StreamYard streaming in Facebook. Of course there would be. Hey guys, StreamYard is having an issue posting to Facebook. If you'd like to join, join the live, come check it out on YouTube. Okay. Sorry, this has got to be really annoying for y'all. Difficulties. All right, so let me go to YouTube now and let me turn my volume down because you do not want to hear me echo up in my crap. Okay, so 23 people are over here. Yay, how exciting. I'm going to share the link to the Facebook group, and I don't know what's going on. We'll keep trying to post it in there. And hopefully, like, it doesn't post like 80 million times. Okay, so Facebook people are now told. Sorry. I wish that it wasn't being a D-bag. We'll try to remove it. We'll try to add it again. And then we'll see. All right, so anyway, let's see all these comments. Oh, these are old comments from when it was on Facebook. Esther's here, Kelly's here, Molly's here, yay, Brooke is here, yay, by the Brooke. Kimberly is here. Okay, jump on later. The right mama, yay, she's ready to get some writing done. Carolyn says, hey everyone. Yeah, Facebook's being dumb. Hey, Shannon, how's it going? Molly, my StreamYard also said they were having problems with Facebook. Might be a StreamYard problem. It seems to be a StreamYard problem, yes. Chelsea, how's it going? Esther just got in the group, and I see the post, but I don't see live stream. Yeah, it's kind of messed up, all that. Hey, Hannah, 4 a.m. OMG. Girl, it is early over there. When I tried accessing... Yeah, that's what I get. I try to be like, oh, you know, on top of it. Let's schedule this. And then, of course, that happens. Bummer, but I will. Caitlin's here. Oh, yes, Brooke, I did see your picture. That nap life. Yeah, I had dinner and I was like, oh, I kind of feel weird, like gross and just, you know, crampy. And I was like, I just need a nap because y'all know me. I feel like naps fix everything. If I'm anxious, if I'm tired, if I'm pissed, give me a nap and I will wake up in a completely different mindset. And so that's where I'm at. My nap was great. I was just going downhill. I wanted a nap at 3, but I was trying to finish a chapter editing. Facebook's been weird. Yeah, Facebook has been weird, but I feel like it's more of my friends that have been weird today. Like, as if it's a full moon, but then I remember my husband's an astronomer and it's new moon. I'm like, can't be a full moon, it's new moon. Never done this on YouTube before. Yay, AJ. It's just like Facebook kind of. Yes, does happen. Haven't been in the Facebook much, so I don't know. Yeah, Facebook is a slush pool right now. Slush pool. I can't handle Facebook right now, guys. I have got to social distance from Facebook because my nerves could not handle it today. I was ready to just go off. and I probably need to go on Twitter and delete some of those F-bombs I threw at our lieutenant governor in Texas, because lieutenant governor is a big old DA. If you don't know what that spells, it spells dumb A, you know what. But I know in Australia, it's kind of like the little kids are around, so not trying to drop any A-bombs. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Melissa. How's it going? Yay! 3-hour nap. I wish. It was 45 minutes. And then I woke up because I was like, I'm just going to rest my eyes and I'm going to set an alarm so then I'm not late, because I scheduled a live. And like, I woke up and me and Will both fell asleep in the recliners. And I said, oh my God, my live is in 1 minute. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, don't yell at me. And I was like, and I need water. I'm thirsty. So, you know, me being dramatic. Need a nap or a margarita? Chelsea, was it you saying you drank margaritas yesterday? I could probably scroll up and see. Who said? Somebody told me that they were drinking margaritas last night. Oh, yeah, it was you. I just scrolled up. 2 margaritas and I would be taking a nap for the rest of the night. Lyra says, the nap is a human's reset button. Amen for naps. I've been the nap queen since I was a child. And even when I worked corporate, if I was just having a crappy day, I would go and nap in my car during my lunch break, and I would feel 100 times better when I walked back in there. I couldn't fall asleep. You know, my problem is when it comes to naps, I can fall asleep, boo. When it comes to going to sleep at night, I will toss and turn for hours and hours, and I'm like, why can't I sleep? Hey, Lainey, how's it going? Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't Abbott. It was his lieutenant governor. What is that guy's name? Oh, I said, dang, I need to take a blood pressure pill and a Zoloft today, because this ain't just this girl. This ain't happening for me over here. Courtney's nerves could not handle. I could not handle. Moon question, do weird things happen when it's a new moon? Because people say full moons make people... No, there's no scientific evidence. And, you know, I could get the moon expert in here, but when it comes to all that hoo-ha stuff, he's not about it. Like when people say, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, hold off, don't sign any contracts, don't do any of this stuff. Mercury is in retrograde, girl. That's the problem here. He loses it. He hates all that woo stuff. He's like, y'all don't even... Mercury being in retrograde doesn't mean, you know. I hear it. And like, you've got me over here who loves like mood rings and reading my horoscope and fortune cookies and like watching tarot card videos on YouTube. And he's like, no, he's not all about that life. But no, it doesn't make people, it doesn't affect people. There was a funny post on Facebook by someone who is no longer a friend, but it was talking about how Mercury was in retrograde and how they noticed that their migraines seemed to be worse when Mercury was in retrograde, and wanted to know if anyone else felt, you know, extreme migraines only when Mercury was in retrograde. And of course, Will, being how he is, Mr. Scientist, was like, no, this is BS. So yeah, no, long story short, it doesn't matter. People are crazy no matter what the moon's doing. That's what I've learned here. Hey, but I still like reading my horoscope, and I still love mood rings and fortune cookies. So you could probably base a character off of me. I'm a teacher, Brooke, and yes, the moon phases messes with everything. No, I mean, I like I said, I think people are just crazy all around. It doesn't matter. The moon could be there, because like right now, new moon means the moon is set at nighttime. So when you go outside, you will not see the moon. It will set very early as it gets dark. And there's 2 different types. You know, I'm not even going to explain all this stuff to you, because I know enough astronomy stuff. I know more than the average folk, but enough to get us all in trouble. But I am no expert. I just know a lot because I regurgitate the information. I think I got this working. Yay! I think you did, Samantha. I see you. Chelsea, living my best quarantine life. Hey, girl, might as well. You know, at some point, I am probably going to just do that wine life like you did that margarita life. The quiet adventure. Why not? I know some people can't take them because they just can't fall asleep. And, you know, their mechanics weren't built for them. If we had nap time in corporate, I'd probably still be working there. I full and want to learn astronomy and moon studies one of these days. My husband does live streams of the moon. He puts his cell phone in the back of a telescope and he does nothing but give moon facts about like craters and like different types of things. He's put it on Jupiter and Saturn and he live streams on Facebook and does that, which is really cool. And he is like he's a genius when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, how can you remember these crater names and stuff? But yeah, the Deep Sky Dude or Deep Sky Dude on Facebook if you're interested. They're right, Mama. Your kids are cute, but yeah, that's got to be hard. You're like, oh, quiet time. Oh yes, quiet time. I never took naps when I was young, but when I got into college and now I love them. Adult naps. I teach pre-K. I'm talking behavior-wise. Yep, the moon does things. I always live the margarita life. 2 margaritas. I'm just getting started. AJ, you get it, girl. I just can't. And I have anxiety, which is surprising since I'm talking right now. Aw. It's okay. I like a nap. It's my job. Hey, I like a nap too, Brittany. Like, it's my job. I remember you talking that he does live streams talking about the night sky, and it sounds so interesting. Yeah, he's like my astronomy guru. And so, funny story, me and Brooke were writing, Brooke number 1, Brooke C, my writing partner, the other half of Kennedy Fox. We were writing a Bishop Brothers book. I have all sorts of stories like this. And I wrote this beautiful, beautiful setup scene about, you know, the way that the Milky Way looked out in West Texas, because I've actually seen it with my eye and the different colors and like the gassiness and blah, blah. I'm going on and my words are just so eloquent. I'm like totally like patting myself on the back and I'm like, oh my God, this scene is just so descriptive and beautiful. So I'm like, babe, come here. Come listen to this scene. I'm so proud of myself right now. And he's like, okay. And so, I read it and it's like 2 paragraphs long and my descriptions are on point. And like, I'm reliving it in my life when I really saw it with my own eye. And then he goes, huh, what time period is this in this book? I said, I believe it's in April or May. Nope. I'm so sorry to tell you this, sweetheart, but you wouldn't see the Milky Way at 8 p.m. in that area in April. So you're going to have to delete this or it's just not correct. I was like, why do you have to ruin it? Most people don't know this. He's like, yeah, but that one person that knows that you would not see the Milky Way in the sky in West Texas in April until about 2 a.m., you've lost all your credibility. I'm like, God, okay, well, let me copy and paste this and put it somewhere so I can remember in the fall at 9 p.m. we can see the Milky Way in West Texas. So, yeah, it's funny. He's Deep Sky Dude on YouTube as well, and he does these long documentaries that are about an hour or so long of star parties. And now since, at the end of the year, I got to go to some of them. So there's like little snippets of me like coming out of my camper, riding cave, eating chili. Like, he's like, it's a Bortle 1, which means it's like super dark. I mean, it's like dark as dark. Like the Milky Way casts like a light on the ground. It's so bright. Like you don't need a flashlight because it's so dark and the sky is full of stars. And it's like, you're in like a Bortle 1. It's like one of the darkest places you can view. Just eating a cup of chili. It's like 2 a.m. And I said, okay, look around all night. So yeah. Oh, he's so into it. He's so smart and he loves sharing it with kids and stuff. He's a master observer with the AL, which is the Astronomy League, because he's done all these different astronomy programs where he's seen thousands of objects. But yeah, I'll stop geeking out with y'all. I promise. I know. Harsh. He's like, sweetheart, that would never happen. Ugh. I'm like, why? And I said, well, I can't move it till 2 a.m. This guy in this book is a doctor and he's got to be at work tomorrow. So guess we'll change it to something else. Funny story. My husband doesn't read romance, obviously. He doesn't read stuff that's like, if it's not string theory or something really smart and over my head, he's not reading it. And so he picked up This Is War, which is the first Kennedy Fox book we released, and he opens it up and he's like, oh, let's see what you got here. First scene is like a BJ scene. And he's like, oh my God, what are y'all writing? So now he tells everybody, oh yeah, just read like the first page of This Is War and you'll really get to see what their books are about. And I'm like, that's Brooke's fault. She did it. She wrote that chapter. I want to be an astronomer, but life had other plans, but I got to do what I truly love, art and writing, no regrets. Hey, Diana, you can be an amateur astronomer right now. Astronomy, you can go to the Astronomical League and you can join and become like a member at large, and you can do awards, you get pins, and you can view so many different things. Like they have, I'm sorry, this is really like a rabbit trail, but they've got like different kind of awards that you can earn, and they give you these beautiful little like enamel pins. And so they start you off slow, and so you can go and get like a moon award, and you have to look through the telescope at the different craters of the moon and log it. And so just because you're not a professional astronomer doesn't mean anything. I've found honestly that amateur astronomers know more than people who are like doing the science behind it, because they're not visual observers. They're looking at data. Wow, I feel like I know a lot about this stuff. Yes, Heather, absolutely right. Husband is a wife's delusion ruiner. Yep. My husband read one of ours and only half of Checkmate, This Is War, and gave up. He only read half of like the best thing that we've ever written. Are you kidding me? Tell Jeremy he's divorced. Oh, Brooke 1. Brooke 2 actually read This Is War. And she was like, oh God, I love this. Yep. Terrelyn's laughing. You sent us down the rabbit hole. I know. It wasn't just her. Oh, is it working on Facebook now? Oh, yay! Yay! I'm a junior in high school, and either way, I want to be a film director or an author, and thinking about it always stresses me out. At least I have until college. And you know what, The Quiet Adventurer? You know what's even better about you being a junior in high school and doing this stuff now is like you're way ahead of the game. There are so many people that have been discovered, like their talent has been discovered on YouTube alone, like because they've got great editing skills. Like you don't have to go to this crazy like film editing school or whatever to make incredible films and post them. Like my husband does these huge documentaries for astronomy, and like there's so many authors out there that are self-published that are just prolific, that just kill it. Like they are known in their genre. I can name a few that you're just like, wow, they are an indie author and they're at the top of the game. Like they are outselling people who are traditionally published by a long shot. I can promise you that. These people, like, I would love to be them. So you're young and you've got all this technology and stuff. at your fingertips. I'm kind of like an old lady compared to you, and I wish I would have had this stuff when I was 16. Back in my day, we had a little thing called AOL. We didn't have all this incredible stuff like Final Cut Pro and, all these great DSL cameras. Even your cell phone camera, like, seriously, cell phone cameras today. Like, I had somebody say something the other day, like, oh, I really wanted to start like a YouTube channel and talk about my writing and my journey. But the problem is, they said that they didn't have a camera. Guys, this right here. Oh, this right here is literally the best camera that you can use. The one that you have on you always. I film full travel videos on my cell phone. I do not hunk around a Canon DSLR. That's not happening. So yeah, like, that's awesome. And you've got such a huge opportunity being your age right now with all of this great technology. I wish if I knew what I knew now back then, probably wouldn't have went to college, but don't let me affect you. Yeah, there are so many people who are just like YouTube famous. I'm like, wow, I wish I would have started a makeup channel when I was 12. YouTube wasn't a thing when I was 12. YouTube didn't become a thing until I was in my 20s. And I did start a channel back then, but it was bad. YouTube wouldn't let me sign in. Oh, YouTube. I'm just glad you're here, Jim. I'm glad that it's working on Facebook because yay, 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 yay. Random, my husband reads your book. AJ, your husband reads our Kennedy Fox books? Are you serious? Does he really? Does he really? Just shows you listen when your hubby talks. Molly, that's so funny. Yeah, sometimes the things he says totally goes over my head. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, okay, that's great, but I don't know what quantum physics is, or literally, I'm like a penny with a bunch of Sheldons when they get really into this stuff, and I'm like, can you break it down for like normal people, because I don't know what you're talking about. YouTube was glitchy for me. Yay, awesome, worth it. There's also citizen science that can be done related to astronomy. Oh yeah, there's a lot of outreach too that you can go to, and I'm sure like there's a lot of local astronomy clubs in everyone's area. If you go to the Astronomy League, you can totally find information about it. My husband's actually the president of our local astronomy club that founded when we were like 4 years old. And all of the older people love him being president because he's got those PowerPoint skills. And he like finds all this really cool stuff on the internet to show. Yay, Bonnie, I'm so happy. Hi, Facebook user, mystery Facebook man. How are you today? Just if you want us to be able to show your name, because it's obviously in a private group, you have to go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then we'll see who we're talking to. Otherwise, hello. Don't know who you are, but glad you're here. Yay, amateur astronomers in the house. I wish I'd tackle more Arthur goals when I was younger. Yeah, me too, Brooke. I mean, I just think about the opportunity kids have now. I'm like so envious. I'm like, wow, like the internet was barely starting when I was in high school. But I did keep an online diary and deleted it. And when I found out my brother read it every day, I was meticulous about reading it every single day. And then I learned he had read it every day for about a year and a half. I actually printed it out. I've got my online diary from when I was 15 and 16 years old in a binder behind me on my shelf. And I use code names, and I have no idea who those people are because I didn't have a key for my code names. Also was the sad child who wrote poetry too. So, same. Keep practicing your crafts. Don't stress so much about it. Absolutely. 100%. Enjoy it. Learn all the things, because I promise you, like, you starting to write now and look at it as a career, you're ahead of so many other people. When I was your age, again. Back in the day, my English teacher in high school took me out in the hallway, and I thought it was because I was always late. And it was my first period class, and she was like, "Hey, I really want to talk to you about your writing." And I was, God, she's about to like go off on me, because if you go out into the hallway when it's serious. And she was like, "I think that you've got real talent, and do you know what you're gonna do when you go to college?" And I said, "I don't know." I was really into theater in high school. And she was like, "I think you should go to school for writing, for creative writing, and become an English professor, because you would be really great at this." And I'm like, no, not happening. I'm not going to grow up and be a writer. This is to you, high school English teacher, and two college professors that did the same exact to me. They saw the talent. I was just like, I'm going to business school because that's how you make money and survive in life. Yay. I'm sorry. I wish I would have had this when I was 16 too, right? There's so much free information out there too. Like, you can learn so much. By the time you're my age, you are going to be like, you know, R.L. Stein, Stephen King. Like, you will be like ahead of all these people that are just starting right now. Oh, I know. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. The right mama. AIM. Oh my gosh. T9 on my cell phone. Like, I could text in T9 like nobody's business while I was driving. Don't text and drive, kids. It's bad. Yeah. Oh man, I loved AOL. I wish that we had something like that now. But I guess this is kind of like AOL in a way, but you know, my profile was legit. Funny story, my dad still uses AOL. I'm not even kidding. He pays for AOL. I think he's the only person still paying for AOL. And he presses his little icon and he logs on and he says, "You've got mail." And it looks exactly the same. It's so crazy. People still use that. My dad still pays for it. I wrote when I was younger, but I never imagined I'd be an author someday. Keep going with your goals. Absolutely, Kelly. That's great. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Self-publishing is a thing. Like, you could literally start publishing when you're ready. Just have fun with it. I just made 2 videos with my laptop. There you go, Brenda. I was making them with my webcam back in the day, for sure. Truth. I love tangents. Thank you so much for the advice. It means a lot. Oh, yay. Just remember us when you're famous. Okay. So like, when you're famous and you're like 35 like me, and you know, you're like, I have been doing this for 20 years. Just be like, "Hey, I remember that Courtney project, and now I'm a big deal." I wish I had this too when I was younger. It's amazing that you're here. I shoot all my videos on my phone. I don't own a nice camera. I'm still able to do it. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's so much easier. Like, if I do Write With Me's, 100% on my phone. Travel videos, 100% on my phone. The only time I ever pull my big camera out is when I am doing like talking head videos, just because it's easy to just set it up. It's on a tripod. It stays there, put a battery in it, put a memory card in it, and just turn it on. But yeah, if you see things that are like moving around in my videos, it's not on a big camera. There's only one person that on AuthorTube that I know that does that, Kate Kavanaugh, and she's a beast with it. But I'm like, girl, I ain't got the patience for all those lenses. I have several lenses for it, but I'm like, I don't have the patience. I'm like, I need this to be recorded right now. I will zoom in with my cell phone. Yeah. Molly, it's true. I'd probably know how to contour. I don't. I mean, there's like 12-year-olds that can do makeup better than I can. I would have never known. The quality is so good. I know Brooke's videos are great, huh? Yay, it's up. I can help you, QM. What do you use to edit? I use iMovie on my phone. I used to use my old phone in older videos. You can tell the difference phone, but the phone I use now works perfect. Heck yeah. Kelly Martin, when I use my cell phone to make videos, I use Final Cut Pro on my laptop. And what I do is I airdrop the videos to my laptop so then I can edit them. Because when I try to use iMovie on my phone, I can't get that really close edit because I like to edit out all my ums and breaths and pauses because I got a lot of those. People don't realize it until they watch me live. They're like, oh, he is so pissed. I just told the world he read romance with me. Hey, everybody, AJ's husband. Oh my God, I just burped. AJ's husband reads romance. That's so funny. Hey, there ain't no shame in that. We've got a lot of guys who read our books and message us on Instagram about it. I'm not kidding. There was a guy who messaged us on Instagram, the Kennedy Fox profile, and said that because we wrote Baby Mine, that they felt like they will eventually have a chance to find the love of their life one day. And I was like, see, it's for everybody. Romance is for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy or however you identify or whatever. Like, romance is a universal language, just like it's love. It's a universal language. In his defense, I read his weird sci-fi books. Hey, sci-fi, I love it. Facebook's 10 minutes, is it? Oh, Facebook, why you gotta mess with me? Now she uses Adobe Premiere Pro because I wanted to take it to the next step with editing. That's awesome. I have Adobe Premiere Pro, but it was easier for me to switch to iMovie because I use it so much. That's what's on my laptop. Oh yeah, Eliza, I have some poems about blue-eyed boys. Oh, they're so cringeworthy. Yeah, she totally took me outside. I would love a business degree. Do you think it helped with your writing business? I think I talk about my business degrees and I'm all like, business degrees. But I'm very grateful that I got it because I love numbers and I loved economics. I was originally an accounting and economics major, and I realized that I hated accounting. This is a true story. And I couldn't see myself being an accountant every day for the rest of my life because I knew the type of people that were accountants. No offense to accountants, but most of them are introverted. Most of them are very data driven, which I am. But there's just a specific personality that 90% of accountants have. And I've met a lot of them over the years. And, I can't say that I really regret getting my business degree because it got me the job that I had for the last 10 years. Without that degree, I would have never gotten hired. It was a prerequisite. And so my degrees are in finance and economics. And for me, I went and switched my degree from accounting, and I told the dean of the college, I was like, they're like, why are you switching your degree? Like, you're making A's, you're making really good grades in accounting. And she happened to be my accounting professor, and she's like, you're one of my best students. And I was like, because I don't see myself being an accountant for the rest of my life. And this was when I was like 22 years old. It took me a little longer to graduate from college than most people. And I was like, I just don't see myself being an accountant for the rest of my life. For 10 years, I ate my words because I was an accountant. Well, for about 4 years of my career at my job. And anyway, I loved business school. I absolutely loved business school because I love the economics of business. I love the concept of supply and demand, and I love I always had like that entrepreneurial type heart. When I was in college, I sewed costumes on the internet and sold them on eBay while bartending and living alone and completely supporting myself to pay for college because I was a broke A college student. And that whole getting to see how supply and demand works and the concept of there's no free lunch and the economics of how businesses work around the world and how small businesses work and all the inner workings of that. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I would say, yes, like, I'm very business minded when it comes to my writing business. And I would say that that is because of my background that I have with college, and plus, the corporate job that I worked. I'm very numbers driven. And I'm sure Brooke, number one, can tell you that I'm kind of weird when it comes to like, okay, expenses and all of that. I'm a little anal about it. And but yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessary. I think you can have that passion about learning about business and like wanting to succeed and learning all that stuff without college if you have a different kind of degree. I wish I would have done something that I loved. But then again, I took a lot of courses of theater in college, and I have enough credits in theater. It's so embarrassing. I probably have like 90 musical theater and choir credits in college that I paid for and got scholarships for. And I should have become a theater major, but the only thing I could have done with that was teach. And I did not want to be a teacher. I didn't want to be an English teacher. I didn't want to be a professor. I didn't want to teach people, which is funny because I have this YouTube channel. But I am glad I have it. I'm glad I experienced it. I don't fully regret it, even though I say that I'm like, yeah, that business degree. But I don't think that it's necessary to successfully run an author business. If you want to go and work for someone at an office job and be an accountant or something of that nature, like for me, I wanted to work on Wall Street and do stock market stuff. That was my dream. I wanted to be on the floor trading, to be trading. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I switched my degree to finance, because just the whole rush of like getting to buy stuff and sell stuff, that's what I wanted to do. But I live in Texas and I was not going to move to New York. So yeah, I was going to go to law school too, took the LSAT and decided, I got hired at this major corporation. I'll just do this for a little while. And now look at me. That what was taught to us. Find a stable job to survive. Yep. That's why I went to business school. My mother rocks AOL hard. I think the older generation is just all about AOL more than the younger generation. Oh, it's still a thing. Sorry. Zines are a great way to self-publish. I started making them. Zines. I don't think I know what that is. Oh no, Semantic Dragon. That's horrible. I wonder how much muscle Kate's built over time. Oh my God, I know. I see her recording with that camera and I'm like, girl, you are goals. You are straight up goals recording with that camera. I mean, I tried it once and I was like, I'm not into this life. I can't. Yay, Brooke. I'm still gabbing. I can answer. I don't know what Brooke props her phone on, but I can tell you that I have a little gorilla arm that's got like a. So I've got one of these that I use, and it's like a Joby gorilla. Puts my phone on it. I've got several things like this that helps with my phone, when I'm doing overhead shots and stuff like that. Okay. Hey, Steven. So glad you're here. I have Adobe Premiere Pro. I can't figure out how to use it. Yeah, that's why I will final, because I have to do something completely over. I've played with Premiere Pro, but it was I was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So then that updated to Final Cut. See? Brooke, you're inspiring all sorts of people. Is it still behind, Melissa? Hopefully, maybe if you, I don't know how to fix that. Facebook's being weird. Yeah, Eliza. I mean, I was shocked. I was like, because instantly I'm like, what did I do anything? Did I say anything? Did I smart off? Did I do? Do you outline your series before drafting or one book at a time? So for us, we just outline one book at a time, but we may know loosely what's going to happen in the next books or what the overall end game is for the series. Who has written paranormal or fantasy? When you research spells and rituals, do you use the real thing or change it just to be safe? Chelsea, That's a great question. Y'all, if y'all know the answer to that, I don't know. I feel like some people probably change it. Bought a ring light tripod that I have my phone in so I could brighten up my face in videos. There you go. Yay. Glad the quality looks awesome. It's nice to Amen, sister. That's Yay, Esther. That makes me so happy that you're reading Baby Mine. Ooh, built-in lighting. I have a little ring light clip too thing that can go on my phone. I have thrown that thing all over the place. I would show it to you, but I have no idea where it is. Yeah. See, it's crazy because I can be analytical and I can be creative, and there's a lot of people who can't switch between the two. But I think it's just because I've been trained to be so analytical because of my day job. And so that's why I was analytical before I started writing seriously. But yeah, it helps. Like I want to build all these spreadsheets now that I'm full time that like does our return on investment whenever we run ads for full series on each platform. There I go being nerdy again. But I haven't done that yet. It's my goal. And my spreadsheets all link together and they do all this math and stuff. Excel gets me going. Renee, yes, she just uses her phone for all of her videos. See, all y'all are like, I don't have the money for an expensive camera. You don't need it. Your cell phone is the best camera you could ever use. I promise you. And then after you've got 100 videos and you're like, you know what, I would like a big fancy camera. Buy one on Black Friday. I don't think it's necessary to even do it. Drama kids were the cool kids. I was one of the loser drama kids that never got the parts that they wanted. And that kind of happened to me throughout college too a little bit, but I think that's why I have a thick skin, because when you have to stand in front of a bunch of people and you're judged on everything by the way you look, talk, sing, dance, you kind of have a thick skin and you don't really care if people online don't like you. You don't really care if people give you crappy reviews because, hey, the drama kids have been beat down by their professors and community theaters. See, Brenda, I got a math physics degree and love to read and write. That's awesome, Brenda. There's a author, is it Penny Reed, who I think she was a physicist or a chemist or something, and she writes smart romance. It's a part of her brand. It's really cool, and she writes a bunch of really smart things in her books. So yeah, you can use that stuff. I research spells as inspiration and set ground rules, and it doesn't feel so foreign to the reader, but I don't use the real thing. There you go. I do. I have an iPhone XS Max. Yeah, girl. I don't even know what mine is. Yay for theater kids. That's what my degree's in. Yeah, I was this close from getting a theater degree, but I knew that I would never like be anything other than a teacher. Yay, Laura, 3:45 a.m. Where are you at? Where are you at, girl? UK? Doesn't fit in the world I'm building. Okay, sorry. We're gonna rush through this real quick. I'm gonna stop talking. I love theater. You can always work. The closest professional theater to me, Simone, is in Houston, and it's like a 2-hour drive. I did consider that, and I also considered auditioning for traveling shows, but then I got hired corporate, and that just didn't work. But I was on the board of directors at our local community theater, and I was heavily involved. Like I was at the theater every night, rehearsals till midnight, waking up, going to work the next day. And then I fell in love with writing, and I gave up theater to write. It's so crazy. I did it since I was like the first show that I was in 4th grade. It was like a Christmas show. And then I continued on with it through high school and all the way through college. And after I graduated, I was still doing shows. Musical theater has my heart, totally. And then I was like, you know what? I cannot write and actually be creative and rehearse or direct or assistant direct, choreograph, do shows, be at rehearsals till midnight, and something had to give. I couldn't be on the board of directors. We had work days. And so I resigned from my position on the board. And I told them, I said, I'm not going to continue my position on the board. And I basically quit cold turkey to write. It was okay. I was okay with it. I'm still okay with it because I'd rather be on YouTube with you guys than be at the theater right now doing rehearsals, because that's where I would be. And it's not easy, being a lead in a show and memorizing all those lines and going to rehearsals and dress rehearsals, and it's a lot. It's very satisfying for extroverts such as me, but I would much rather do this. And that was back in like 2011, 2010, 11, 2012 when I stopped doing theater cold turkey. It was a part of my life for over a decade. Absolutely, what's important is the content. I am so impressed. I'm pretty sure my toddlers have surpassed my math knowledge. Hey, that new math that they have is so crazy. Zines is how it's pronounced. I don't know what that is. Like the end of a magazine, I think. Oh, I still don't know what that is. To math teaching, I really wish I could help you. I love math. I feel like people aren't bad at math. They just have bad teachers. And I was the remedial math kid who went on to make straight A's in college and become a math tutor. And I just had teachers who weren't great at teaching math. And I failed because of that, because I didn't have someone who broke it down to the level where I could understand it. And so don't give up. I was in remedial math all the way through high school. Starting in 5th grade, I was in remedial math all the way through graduation. I was terrible at math. And then I failed I went really low on the SAT portion of the math. So they wanted me to take 3 remedial maths in college before I could start real math, and they didn't count for college credits. And I spent an entire summer reteaching myself math from the basics all the way up through basically calculus level. I retaught myself all the math, and I went and I retook the portion of, back then it was called the task for the Thea, and I scored very high on the math, and I no longer had to take remedial because I scored higher, and then became the person who taught all the people math. I love calculus. I love derivatives. I love algebra. But younger me would have been like, I'm terrible at math. So I have hope. I was the remedial kid, and my brother was the same way. Like, he was bad at it, and now he's like a programmer. My brother's a genius in real life. I'm not kidding when I say that. But he was very bored in school because he was so smarter than the other kids. They wanted to fast track him through school because his IQ was genius level when we were kids. And my mom refused because she wanted him to live a normal life. And so because he was so much smarter than all the other kids, he got bored very quickly. My brother could make straight A's with his eyes closed, and I had to work A. And I'm like, why do you get the brains? I guess I got the beauty. I'm just kidding. But yeah, my brother's for real a genius. I tell people that, and I'm like, I'm not kidding. Like, he was hired to go to MIT to program a robot. But I'm not talking to him right now because he's ticked me off. So how smart is he? Tick off your big sister. Drama kids for the win. I might have to subscribe to your channel so I can reach out if need be. Do it. Y'all subscribe to each other. I have a DSLR, but the screen doesn't flip, so I can't see if I'm in focus. Renee, I've got a quick fix for that because I did have a DSLR where the screen didn't flip, and I put a mirror behind it, a tall stand-up mirror, one of those $10 mirrors that you can get from Walmart. So then you can actually see the screen if you move over and see kind of if you're in focus. You can also get kind of like a tilty mirror and somehow attach it to your wall or something behind it, so then you can see that screen. That's the poor man's way that I used to do it. Yes, mine is following a real religion, so I want to be respectful and not change too much. Got my first degree in political science with a minor in English. I don't regret it. And I took the LSAT, but decided to get my English degree instead and try to make it as an author. There you go. Yeah, I took the LSAT. Me and my friend were getting ready to go to law school, and then I got hired at a corporate job, and I decided not to go, which was a blessing in disguise because she has like $300,000 in debt, and I would definitely have that debt if I would have went. So grateful I didn't go to law school, but that was on my wish list too. Yay. Okay. Analytical, creative person too. I love both. It helps with editing. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. Phones are the easiest. Heck yes. The Quiet Adventurer. Excel gets me going. I love it. It does. I feel you. Macros and formula. I was one of those losing kids as well. Steven, it's okay. It makes us have some thick skins for this literary world that we're living in. I was a choir kid, Chelsea. I could sing from alto to soprano, but I usually sang soprano too. In theater, I sang alto mainly because I can sing very, very loud. I went to college for both, and I admit I regret it. My student loans make me regret it. If I wouldn't have paid for it, I wouldn't regret it so much. Melissa, do it. But I have no clue what I would post about that hasn't already been done. It doesn't matter if it's already been done. Let me tell you why. Because everybody is different and everybody experiences things in different ways. And so, like me, I could go on and tell people how to write a book, but why would I do that when people are more interested in my experience with publishing than, okay, you start with chapters, like, no offense, there are people who are searching for that, but for me, like, it's at such a basic level. Videos like that, I'm like, nobody cares about that. That's not my expertise, teaching people how to write. I teach people what to do after you finish the book, or give own little tips that I've personally found. And you never know, like, you could say the same thing differently that other people have said, but other people absorb that information in a different way because of the way you worded it. Sorry, I've got a blanket on the back of my chair and it's stuck. Oh, shirt of the day. This is why we can't have nice things. If you're not aware, that is a hurricane symbol, and I live in Hurricane Central, Texas. So starting out is hard. Shooting the first video will feel awkward. Yeah, and then you'll get to look back years from now and watch it and be like, oh, I was so cringy. England, yay, I thought so. Yay, Elena, I'm so happy that you're here. I had some headshots taken so I could do auditions here in Houston. Yeah, I thought about it. It was on my list. It was on my bucket list. Like, I would have loved to have done Theater Under the Stars or done The Alley or any of those things, but usually they don't want chubby dancers or performers, and your girl ain't skinny. So, yeah, there's that. I'm on a writing journey in motherhood, so I want to do like vlogs. Yeah, do it, Renee. You will find an audience. You will find an audience for sure. I feel like those. Thanks, Brooke. It's just helped with my performance life. And I'm still very dramatic. So, what do people use to edit videos? Renee, if you have an iPhone and you're using an iPhone, you can use iMovie on your iPhone. Or if you have a computer that is a MacBook, you can have iMovie for free on that. That's what I learned how to edit on. And then move to a more advanced program. But if you have a Windows, I think you can get Movie Maker for free, so you don't have to really buy anything. I tell people, don't spend a lot of money to start a YouTube channel. Just, it's going to take you more time to learn the basics and get through that. And then once you're good at it, then you can decide to upgrade. Cell phones, Movie Maker, and iMovie if you use Mac. Too much on your plate needing to choose. I'm glad you followed your passion for writing. Yay, me too, Simone. I was a remedial algebra tutor in college and loved being the confidence booster. Yeah, Brenda. I would tell people, they're like, I'm bad at math. And I'm like, you're not bad at math. You've just had really bad teachers. But we're going to undo where you lost it, because there was a point in my math in my math teachings in school where I didn't catch something, and math builds upon each other over and over. Like, it builds. Math is a building block. You have to know how to do this stuff to continue on to this stuff, and it all just goes in order. and I got lost somewhere and I never caught up. And so I was always behind. And so I would always tell people, like, you're not bad at math. There's something that we're missing and we're going to figure it out. And then you're going to be great at math. Um, I have it. So iMovie isn't on it. Any suggestions for free? I think it's called Movie Maker. Maybe it's Movie Maker 7 that's free. I don't know. I'm not a Windows user, but I think it's called Movie Maker. I still cry doing my taxes when I look at the numbers in my bank account. Hey, I cry doing taxes too, and I lived that accountant life. I was more of like capital accounting and forecasting, so what I did was a little bit different than tax accounting. Like I never did public accounting, but yeah, I think everybody. I cry when I've got to write a check for my taxes. Sorry, I'm not much help. Okay. I have a rare learning disability, VCFS, so I struggle as always roll when it comes to math. Yeah, I understand. I understand it. There's an app that you can download for your laptop and see this, and you can see your screen on your laptop. Oh yeah, there is that. Is it a Canon app? I think if you have a Canon camera, I think there is an app. But I just did the mirror thing because yeah, student loans. I've done nothing but pay interest on student loans for 10 years, and my balance has maybe gone down like $3,000. Yay! I enjoy writing topical videos, but I'm really digging self-publishing advice videos. I don't feel like I am the person to teach someone how to write a best-selling book. I know what I do, but everybody's so different. And, there's some things on, there's some people's videos that are like, you must do it this way. And I'm just like, oh, I need to back away. I need to sign off at YouTube because I really don't want to leave a comment on here on this video. And so I've stopped watching a lot of AuthorTube. There's literally like maybe 2 people that I watch. Well, there's like 3. I watch you, I watch Kate, I watch Natalia, and there's like a few others that I watch, but I'm just gonna stop there. uh, you should post about your own writing journey. Yes, that's what I love to watch. I will watch a writing journey video. I don't care if you just started writing yesterday. I will watch your videos because I love it. I love watching people grow. Like that's the stuff that gets me excited. Like, oh wow, like they went from just writing to actually now publishing to becoming a bestseller to like doing all this stuff. And one of my biggest regrets in life is not in life. I mean, it's not a big regret, but I regret not sharing my journey sooner because so much stuff happened. And so like I started my channel at a point where I was like, okay, we already did all these things and now I'm going to tell you like who I am and what I do. But it would have been fun to like document that stuff before it happened and like see the growth. Because even now I look back at some videos that I recorded and I'm like, do I still agree with my advice here? And I'm like, yeah, I still agree with it. But if it comes to a point where I no longer agree with myself, I will do a reaction video as to why I was wrong. Because I'm still learning too. I don't know everything. Trust me. I use my movie on my Samsung. It's simple and easy and right on my phone. There we go. I don't think Window Movie Maker. I dated myself then. Okay, folks. Oh, I'm sorry. Right, the right mama. I've been talking for way too long. Let's go ahead and sprint. Yes, Chelsea, you're right. You're right. Okay. We're gonna go. I will shut up now. Sorry. Okay, so let's do 25 minutes. I am editing. Count your pages, count your words. I am going to give you a 15-second countdown. And yeah, let's get started, guys. Put your fingers on the keyboard. Let's write some words and tell me to shut up. How? Oh man, my voice did something weird there. How did you do? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and like a paragraph done. Pages. I'm editing right now, so I got 4. I think that's my record. I think that might be my record today. I think it took me all day to edit chapter 2. But man, I've got 4.10, we'll just say 4 pages done, which is great because this chapter is 8 pages long. So I only have 4 more chapters, and this chapter's done with edits. So let me go to StreamYard in the comments. So let's see. Kelly, I think this is an old comment. I've been using a lamp in a window. Hey, natural lighting is the best lighting. There's also these happy lights that all these people have been talking about. And I have found, like, I bought one because everybody swears by it. But when I'm in here, I have all of my, like, studio lighting on. But a happy light is basically like a box light. I'm not even kidding. It's super bright and insane. And you can change the dimming and stuff on it. So it might be a cheap alternative for lighting if you put it in front of you. Yay, Leona, I'm so glad you're here. 6K to write in your second draft. Awesome. I think you'll truly be blown away about how much of a difference it makes. Yeah, lighting is great. My office is dark even today because I have one window and we have a back porch that's covered, so I never have great lighting in here. Soulful, I'm editing. Yeah, but thanks. She looks like she's super connected with That's so funny. I have to go back and see what I look like. 299 words. Good job, Leona. That's great. Revised 2 chapters. Great job, Kelly. Man, you are awesome. That's great. 2 chapters. 2 pages. Yay. Morgan, are you editing as well? Let me know. 233, but they're the first 233, so I ain't mad. That's right. Molly, this is just a warm-up round. Oops. My thing is jumping around. It's being weird. Ashley says 6 pages. Okay, I was about to ask. Yay, that's great. 854. Way to go, Elena. That's great. 854. Chelsea, 150. It's okay. It's better than 0. So that's great. I jumped on and started to finish up my revisions for my essay. Yay, Kimberly. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. Stephen, edited 5 pages. Yay, that is awesome. 5 pages. 518 words and a big glass of wine. Lainey, that is an adult win in my book. 344 words. Yay. 9 pages edited. AJ, you're killing it. Lizzie, 564 words. That's fantastic. I love it when, because those 500 words, they just add up and add up and add up. And at the end of the little sprints we do, people are like, I wrote 3,000 words. How did that happen? Read 1 6-page chapter. Good job, Brenda. Simone says, congrats. I started super late, so like 200 words. Danielle, that's fantastic. 200 words is better than 0. It's my motto, especially in times like this. If you can get any words, I think that it's a win. 283. Good job, Gemma. So glad you're here. Samantha Lynn got 826. Killing it. Are you back home now, Samantha? Did y'all make it back to, were you going back to Utah? Let me know. I've been thinking about that. Melissa says, thanks. Melissa says, started outlining my project for Camp Nano. Yay. I need to figure Camp Nano out. I need to figure out what I'm doing. Good job, Esther, 529. Simone got 110 words. Leona, that's amazing. Good luck on writing your essay. Melissa, 381 during chatting, 875 during the sprint, 1,256 total. You are killing it. Are you still writing your horror book? I think that's what you said yesterday. What does your outlining process look like? How do you outline? Renee, I outline with my writing partner. We usually FaceTime and outline, or sometimes if she has really long baths, she will write up a 12-page outline and send it to me and be like, let's write this. But typically it's a 5-hour FaceTime conversation with my writing partner with Google Documents. And we use kind of like the bullet point method. Diana, 454 words on a story I started last night. Yay! I'm so excited. All these people finish books and they're starting new books. Like, I feel like y'all are my friends because we've been doing this for, 5 days straight now. So it's like, I know all these projects people are working on. Yes, I'm editing. Okay, awesome. Me too. Terrellyn says, I'm having to rework the timeline for one of my novellas, so I'm doing that. Then I need to outline the novella. Oh, awesome. I really like how you do 20-minute long sprints. I never feel settled into writing when I do 10 to 12-minute long ones. I found, Brooke, that the sweet spot is 20 minutes. Like, when I personally write, I feel like 20 to 25 minutes is really, like, it's a sweet spot. And I think when we were doing 25-minute sprints, when I was writing, I've been in edits for 2 days now, everybody was getting over 1,000 words. We were just killing it that night. It was like 1,000, 1,200. Like, everybody was just writing like very high word counts in the 25-minute time. But yeah, question: do Americans say starkers? Gemma, streakers. I'm from the South though, so it may be different. I've never heard of starkers, but we call them streakers. Like when you like run around naked, you're streaking. Or if you see a person who's running down your neighborhood naked, they're a streaker. I mean, I've never had that happen, but that would be funny. We are. Iowa got home at 1:30 on Sunday night. Good. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm sure you're glad you're home. Sometimes being in the car that long, you're like, ugh. But you're home now, so good. I'm glad y'all made it. Melissa, that's another Melissa. I'm writing a paranormal romance. Okay. So, okay, I'm putting your profile picture in my head right now. Melissa, paranormal romance. Got it. I'm thinking of writing This Is Us fanfic for Camp Nano, but I also have unfinished novel drafts that should be completed. Haha. Work on all of them. Can't you just kind of do whatever you want, Camp Nano? I don't know. It was a long drive. Yes, girl. I feel you. I drove straight from New York to Texas because a hurricane was coming one time. And I'll tell you, we stopped at Crystal Burger and they put pickles. I should not be telling you all this story. They put pickles on my husband's burger and we literally were throwing those burgers out the windows like they were baseballs. We were so pissed driving down the road, just throwing Crystal Burgers. Because when you have to drive a long way and you get your food wrong, you're mad. You'd rather just throw it out the window. I only edited 100 words. My dad asked me how to show him how to use Zoom, so I worked for about 5 minutes. Hey, you're so nice helping your dad out. Setting up for Camp Nano was sort of confusing for me, but I found a few camp groups that I feel solid in. I'm trying to finish my second draft so I can work on editing draft 2. Fantastic. Wait, you've been doing this every night for 5 days? Yes. I've been doing this every night since... I don't know. If you go look up my channel, I know I feel like people are going to unsubscribe from me on YouTube because of this. But then I'm also kind of like, I don't care. I was hiding the streams on my channel because I didn't want to overwhelm my channel with a bunch of live writing streams. Because right now I feel like my content is good. People know what they can get from me. And I don't want people to be like, oh, all she does is live streams. But then I had people personally contact me and be like, why did you do that? Like, I watch the replays. It helps me, when you're not live to rewatch these and, feel like I'm there and all that. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll unhide them. But yeah, I did 3 live streams on Saturday. And I wrote over 11,000 words that day. But I started on Wednesday, I believe. I think it was Wednesday, the 18th. Yeah, I don't know. I just told her, right, I'm going to do this every day. We'll see what happens. We say stark naked, but not starkers. Melissa, where are you from? Melissa, I'm writing a paranormal book too. Yay! We say stark naked, as in completely naked, but I never heard the word starker. Oh, what kind? I'm doing gods and goddesses. Ooh, I love it. Last Thursday night. Okay, that's when I was wondering. I never saw them come up on here. Yeah, so it should have sent a notification, but I found out that YouTube does me dirty sometimes and doesn't send notifications. And then I went and hid them all because I was like, people are going to unsubscribe from me. They're going to be like, I'm sick of these. And then I was kind of like, I don't care, unsubscribe. I mean, I do care, but other people are finding this helpful. So it's going to be a balancing act. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, we say butt naked too. Butt naked. And what's funny is me and my writing partner, Brooke, we got into we were writing, and I think she says buck naked and we say butt naked. So I don't know if it's a regional thing with butt naked. Every night since Thursday for these live streams. Oh my God, it's almost been a week. Wow. I had to show my grandma how to use Zoom too today. Hey, everybody's using Zoom right now. It's great. I'm so glad that we have technology to help us stay connected. In the next few weeks, and I love sprinting. Yes, Samantha, I do too. I'm going to try to write a book with Brooke in a week once we get through edits. That's the goal, is to write it in 1 week and then edit it and then start our duet series. So I will be writing a lot in April. I wouldn't be surprised if I write 100,000 words in April, for real. I think this helps to feel like you have someone to sprint with, since we can't get together with our usual sprint partners in person anymore. Yeah, it's hard, Danielle. But hey, social distancing at its finest. We say streaking in Colorado and California. Streaking. Yeah, streaking. Yep. I love live streams. It's how I get things done. I've been crazy mode trying to get this book finished. I'm here for you, Morgan. I was the Melissa writing horror last night. Okay. I knew that y'all both have dark colored hair. Thank you, Melissa. I knew a Melissa was writing horror. I wasn't imagining that. Okay, so Melissa with the hat profile picture is writing paranormal, and Melissa, I'm remembering your face. You're writing horror. The other one's writing paranormal. Got it. Naked. Yes, I am from Texas, Molly. I'm born and raised. Yeah. Everybody makes fun of the way that I say naked because it's like any KKID. That's what they say. Oh, you said naked. Naked. Is it just more, are writing sprints more popular all of a sudden? I feel like it kicked in even before the virus. I don't know. The only writing sprints I ever watched were yours. So your late nights, because everybody else doesn't do late night. And usually at like around 6 Central Standard Time, I'm eating dinner. Like that's old people dinner time for me. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't. There is a list in the 10K group that somebody shared, and it's a calendar with all the author tuber live streams. And I was actually shocked to see so many on there. I was like, oh, I didn't know these people were doing live write-ins. Vampire paranormal romance. Oh yes, Project Orleans. I'm getting overwhelmed there for a second. There's so many to choose from. Just so y'all know, I usually live stream about 10 p.m. to whenever we stop. Thanks. Just killed that work for my MS. Must be an Aussieism. Hey, us Americans, gotcha. I'm from the South, so we say things a little different down here, but typically there's other people from normal places in the US in these streams. Zoom is a conferencing program, so you can basically like FaceTime on a computer. Stark Raving Mad, which I used to think was Stark Craving Mad. I don't know, British or American slang. It's like Google Hangouts. Yep. Video conferencing. Yep. Doing Voodoo series. Ooh, I love that. I want to read both of those. Whoa, that is serious goals. Brooke, what are you talking about? Writing 11,000 words? It was our 10,000 word in a day challenge. And so I did it with everybody live. And there were other people who wrote the same amount. Like they were writing more than me. Trust me. They're like, oh, I got like 13,000 words today. And I'm like, wow, 13,000 words in a day. In those 3 days that I live streamed, I wrote 18,500 something words. Finished a book, wrote 10,000 words in a day. I felt accomplished. Okay. Naked. Yeah, that's exactly right. Naked. I feel like you're already converting me into, yes, Brooke, that's my goal, to make you a night writer. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm like, it's 12 and like I'm ready to go. My hair's purple if that helps. Oh, okay, yeah, it is purple. Okay, okay. I got it. Melissa, I got your hat. I got your hat, girl. If you change your profile pic, I'm gonna be lost. uh yeah, only heard it in Australia, not over here. Thanks. I love late night writing sprints. It's most yay! I'm so glad, Leona. Yep. My book takes place in Houston, New Orleans. Yes. Oh my gosh. Chelsea, you've been to New Orleans because you're in the Houston area, so it's only like a 5.5 or 6 hour drive for you. I think it's 4 hours for me. I love New Orleans. It just it it's a very special place if you've never been before. Plus I live like right on the border of like Texas and Louisiana, so like we love Cajun cuisine here, but New Orleans and their beignets, girl. Oh, my book is also written with voodoo. Oh my gosh, y'all have to do some of the cemetery tours when y'all go. There's a cafe and it's called oh, now I lost it. It's a cafe where you can get coffee and like you sit out on the porch, and it sounds morbid, but it's like a cemetery cafe. It's super cool. You get on the trolley, go all the way down to the end. You get off at the cemetery, and there's this really, really cool cafe, and it's all about cemeteries. When I say it out loud, it makes me sound weird. Paranormal romance. Yes, I remember that, Lyra. No, a book in a week, 100K in April. Yeah, I'm probably being a little rambunctious, but we do have a lot of words to write, and we've already moved our pre-order on these books, so we have to write them. A finished assignment. Yay, yay, yay. I'm sorry for talking so much, guys. I love writing at night. I get so much less done when I join. I get so much less done when I join live streams in the morning. Yeah. Is it voodoo too? I'm the same way. Like I try so hard to work during the day. And like I do, and I get a lot of stuff done, but it's nothing like when the clock hits 9 p.m. It's like I have this internal thing that's like, oh, let's work. Every month we always get free hotel offers from gambling so much. Lucky, I never get free hotels gambling. God, Cafe Du Monde. Yes, yes, absolutely. New Orleans is epic. I don't go there for the parties. Yes, same, Brooke. Same. I will have to look up that cafe and tell y'all what it is. Okay, so, but now I'm wondering if she's talking about something else. Are y'all talking about me? I'm so lost. Sometimes the comments come in late. I did the St. Louis #1 tour in February. Did a week-long research trip out there before the virus craziness. Oh my gosh. I had some friends that were out there before the virus craziness too. Jiffy Kate, the duo. What is this fuzz on my arm? And they took cooking lessons, and they were putting it all on Instagram, and I was like, y'all are making me hungry. I'm actually not going with Kate anymore. Oh, trip timber. Hey, it's for the best though. You know, you want to go when everything's going on, not when everybody's locked up. So I hate that, but it's for the best. All of our signings got canceled. I was supposed to go to Boston in 2 weeks, and I planned a big friend trip around it. And we were going to go do all the witch stuff in Salem because I'm the fall queen, and the signing got canceled. And then I was going to go to Chicago and go to the world's largest Starbucks because I'm super basic, and that signing got canceled. And I have a camping trip in May, and I won't be surprised if that's canceled. So I do have a downhill mountain biking trip in June, and I'm already like, that's probably going to be canceled as well. So I have no plans but to live stream with y'all every day. It sucks. I know. Yeah. We're thinking maybe right after November, but we'll see. Oh, that'll be a good time. It won't be so hot. I think you're in Oklahoma, so I don't know if you get the same kind of humid weather we get down here, but New Orleans in the summer is hot. And it's hot like, I try to explain southern heat to people because it's so humid down here, and it's hot like you can't breathe hot. It's not like desert hotness. So anyway, yes, I'm dying to go to that Starbucks. I know we have we're rescheduling to Chicago in 2021. and like it's a bucket list thing. They better not build a bigger Starbucks before I get to go to the largest one in the world. Brooke, me too. Bucket list item as well, going to Salem during Halloween. I've heard from local people who live there that are like romance readers that it's insane and people book hotels as soon as they come open. So like if you're going, plan to walk everywhere because you're not going to be able to drive because the traffic is terrible, and try to get a hotel ASAP. I would love to get an Airbnb and be really close to like the downtown area and just walk around in costume. I love Salem. It's place has it's a special place. 20 pages edited. Yay! Good night, AJ. My 30th birthday is May. I want to go. Aw. Sticky hot. Exactly. Yeah, and that's how it is down here too. New Orleans is 4 hours away from me, so I was in June. Oh, hell on earth. Absolutely, Melissa. People don't understand. They come to Texas and they're like, what is this? Yes, Stephen, exactly. Then our flight got canceled due to fog. Yes. Oh, Chelsea, you're so lucky because you get to fly there. And that's what, like an hour flight. I know that there were like $49, $59 Southwest round trip uh, from Houston to New Orleans. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started again, guys. If you want, I would love to finish this chapter so then I can move on to the next one. 25 minutes again. Y'all down with me for the sprint? It's almost midnight, so I'm sure if any of y'all have to go during the sprint, I appreciate you being here, and we'll probably do this again tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get started. 25. I'll give you 15 seconds. Get y'all fingers on the keys, and I'm going to mute myself, and I will see you back here in a moment. It's the howl. Y'all, I finished this chapter and I moved on to chapter 4. I'm excited. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 pages done. I'm killing it at edits right now. See, that 45-minute nap just did me right. Great. So I finished a chapter. I'm pretty well chapter next sprint, but let's see what everybody said. Daniel says, thankfully I'm on Pacific Standard Time. This is so awesome. Editing my book. Yay, Casey, me too. Welcome. Yay, I made it live tonight. I finally hit 1,000 words for today so far. I'd like to hit 2K. Kayla, you got that. You can totally do that. By the Brook says, I'm dozing, but I want to finish this last sprint. I will make you a night owl eventually, but I'm telling you, it's not good for the day job. I've had some really hard nights where I've gone to sleep at like 5 a.m. and had to be at work before 8:30. Melissa says, finished outlining 2 chapters. Yay! Leona, I have no idea how many words I got since I'm jumping around so much, but I'm currently writing in my 52 chapter. Yay! That's awesome. Melissa, girl, 1019, you are freaking killing it. You are killing it. Simone, approximately 335. Hey, that's great. Samantha, 777 new words. That's lucky. 3 sevens. Look at that. Diana, 444 more words. Yay. Gemma, 506. Whoop. Finishing outlining my novella, 632 words. Incredible. Ryan, hit 3K for the day, so I'm signing off and getting ready for bed. Thanks for the live stream. You're welcome, Ryan. I'm so glad that you made it, and congratulations on hitting 3K. That is an accomplishment. Finished outlining my novella, 632 words. Got through 700 words. Damn, Melissa, goals. You'll get there, Danielle. I'm telling you. Lainey says 795. Good job, Lainey. I got into the slow bandwagon, got 372 words. I'm still in a hard scene. That's okay. I finished the sprint and got some good work in. I got to go now. Though, to get some sleep. Hope you'll have a great night. Stay safe. Bye, Brooke. I will see you later, I'm sure. I have 4,982 words left before I'm finished. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Ashley, 10 pages. Killing it. You're killing it. I finished reworking my timeline and background. I'm almost finished outlining the prologue. Fantastic, Terrellyn. But I passed 55,000 words in my manuscript. Good job, Esther. I think we were writing together when you passed 50,000. So I love these little 5K milestones. That's incredible. I'm in the last third of this book and I'm lagging. You got this, Gemma. You got this, girl. You got this. You got this. Just got to get over that little hump. Brooke, 211. I'm on the struggle bus tonight. Hey, girl, I'm driving that struggle bus. Hop aboard. Honk, honk. So, yeah, y'all did really good. I'm so excited about this next sprint. Are y'all ready to go? Because I'm ready to jump into it. I think I'm going to finish this chapter during the sprint, which will be so great. So let's continue forward. Molly says 435. Yay, Molly, congratulations. That's so great. So let's start again. Let's get it. Let's get all these words. Let's get these books edited. Let's get some work done. 15 seconds. I'm going to mute my screen and I will meet you back the 25-minute mark. If you're new, it howls. Just be prepared for the howling. It scares some people. Good luck, y'all. How did y'all do? I got 3.5 pages done, I believe, is where I'm at. And I have basically well, it's like a little over a page to finish before this chapter is done. So that's super exciting. Let me write this down because y'all know I keep track of what I accomplished during sprint so I can look back on it. Pages edited. 3.5 pages. Woo! That's incredible. Almost done with chapter 4. And then I will probably move on to chapter 5 and finish it. I wanted to be done with edits tomorrow night before I went to sleep, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm jumping in as soon as I've made tea. We've all come down with the flu. Oh no, Carmen, that is horrible. Oh, I feel for you. I've had the flu before. It was not fun. Good night, Samantha. Thanks for joining. Kaylee got 707. Esther got 524. Terrelyn got 2.5 chapters outlined. Awesome job. 700, Leona. Simone had 101 words and edited a page. Good job. Diana, 504 words. Woo! Yay! Y'all accomplishing so much. How about we do one more because it is starting to get kind of late. Steven says, edited 3 pages, finished a chapter, then got stuck editing the second point of view characters chapter. I know, but 3 pages is great. I usually get about 3 or 4 pages. So when I get anything over 4, I'm like shocked. Melissa, 2 more chapters outlined. Good job. Melissa, number 2, got 1,089 words. You are on fire tonight. That is your second 1,000-word sprint. Brooke, 414. Good job. Lainey, 917. Awesome. So close to 1,000, Lainey. Leona says, I'm down for one more. Dang, Melissa, you're on fire. That's what I was thinking, Esther. On fire. Singing Alicia Keys over here with that girl being on fire. Okay, so let's do one more. I would love to finish this chapter and get halfway through the other one. 463, but my laptop is about to die. Writer struggles. Go get your charger if you have it with you. When I used to write during my lunch breaks, I would forget my charger all the time. It was the most annoying thing. But yeah, let's start. Let's do 30 minutes. I will give you a 15-second start. Lyra says, edited 262. That chapter was real bad. We all have those. I'll give you 15 seconds. Get your fingers on the keys and let's get ready to work, guys. Perfect world to be able for me to finish the next chapter during this 30 minutes. I'm gonna push. Good luck, y'all. I unmuted it too late. How did y'all do? Facebook user says, helping a friend with her project. Kaylee says, finished my word count early with 3 words, ending my night with 2,118 words total, and now I need to head to bed. Thanks for the sprints. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that you joined. Esther says, my wrists are killing me. Oh no, Esther, you might need to take a break tomorrow. You've been working pretty hard. Leona says, I am finished for the night. Thank you so much, Courtney, for this writing sprint. I started with 6K left to write and now I have 3,460 words left before I'm finished. Yay! You're almost at the halfway mark. You can totally finish that tomorrow. Esther says, I got 432 words. Let me tell y'all how many pages I got. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half pages. It's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I got 30 minutes, 4.5 pages, edited. Yay! Awesome. Okay. I'm almost done with this chapter. Like, I literally have a page and a half, and then chapter 5 is done, and I'll probably, once I sign off, stay up a little bit longer and try to finish chapter 6. I might be able to get through 7, but I've got to be at my mom's tomorrow because her internet is down, and that means their cameras around their house are down. So Carmen got 600 words. I love new word WIPs. Yes, works in progress. Me too. Outline 3.5 chapters. Melissa says 2 chapters outline. I figured out the ending of the book. Yay! Fantastic. Love it. You're killing your edits. Oh, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thanks, Leona. 591, 2,709 words total on the new story I started last night. Wow, Diana, that is awesome. That's awesome. Steven, edited 4 pages. We edit at pretty much the same speed, Steven. Lainey, outlined the final 4 chapters of my book. Now I just got to write them. Ooh, you will finish that by this weekend. Brooke Tonder says, 6:08 and sleepy. That's great, Brooke. You should go to bed. It is 1:30 Central Standard Time. I typed some handwritten stuff after walking away from the computer for a while. 79 words typed. Hey, that's awesome, Simone. You just gotta kind of tap away at it, and eventually it all adds up. You know, there's this saying that, how do you eat an elephant? And it's like 1 bite at a time. And it's like, how do you write a book? 1 word at a time. So every little word counts. Melissa, 1,039. Yay, 4K for the night. You are literally on fire. For real. You are doing so good. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you, Melissa. But that was all that I had tonight. I may come back tomorrow. Depends on how exhausted I am after dealing with my parents' house all day tomorrow. AT&T gave me a time period from 12 to 4, and the last hour they extended by 1, so it could be 12 to 5 p.m. Anytime from 12 to 5. My luck, it'll be 5. So I will be doing that tomorrow. I'm bringing my laptop so that I can get some work done. But yeah, this was fun. I'm so glad that you joined me. I'm so glad that a lot of you got some work done, and hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. Get some rest, drink some water, wash your hands, stretch your legs, your wrists. And if you need to, remember, it's okay to take a day off. It really is. Someone thinks typing handwritten stuff is something I have a history of procrastinating on. Yeah, me too. I tried that one time, and I found that I couldn't really read my handwriting too well because I was writing way too fast. But yeah, people who do that, I feel like when you handwrite it, and then type it, you tend to add more words to it. My deadline was last week, so you've got this. You've got this. Our deadline for this book that I'm editing right now was last week too, our personal deadline. We gave ourselves a buffer, and now we're using that buffer time, but I want to finish it as soon as possible. So Brooke says, night all, loving you, sprint. See everyone next time. Bye, Brooke. Bye, Esther. And that's all I got, guys. I will see y'all maybe tomorrow. Of course, I'll give an announcement if so. But it's been fun. It's been real. Get some rest. And I will see you all very, very soon.